But you see all of these hills? That's why, obviously, they on the hill. Hills.
I remember this place.
But I like when I come down that little dip, because you could see so much of San Diego. Whoa, slow down. You don't see the stop sign? They used to didn't have that stop sign right there.
I see they put a stop sign.
I can't. This store now wrecked again. No, hurt
my crashing father.
Talking about
shout out to you.
I parked it at the store. Somebody hit it. Stop lying, Trent. You hit somebody else. You stayed wrecking that car.
That's
he
crazy.
was lying.
He
I know he was. Dang, this still look the same. I haven't been down here so long. But we used to go this back way to your Nana's house, but it was always, I don't know if Mom and them did it, but it was always a lot of parties over here too.
Really?
It's the area Auntie Emma like Encanto. So
right.
Yeah, she started.
Yeah, this is
Come
her
up in
area.
This Encanto over here. She liked this.
Her area.
And was it over here with Saigon Penn shot the police?
Mm-hmm.
That was trying to kill him? Well known story. That's a national story, and he got off.
Wow.
Because they was doing some, the police doing illegal
Right.
stuff. Our grandma, every time we drove by here, she always talked about Saigon Penn. I'm like, who is that?
Oh,
That's how I know who he is.
that was over here?
That was over here.
I think you just told me that story like the other day.
San Diego got some rich history
Oh,
about
I
all
forgot
kinds
Uncle
of stuff.
Keon's shop was like right here.
Yep.
Oh, really?
Look,
And there was
right
one
there.
picture Uncle Michael took right in front of that place when he got out of prison. And he did like a program. It was in the newspaper. I kept it, but I think I lost it during one of our moves. But he was in front of there, like leaning over. They did a whole newspaper spread, an article about him and how he was, prison reform and all of that stuff. This wasn't here. This has been here for a minute, but all of this wasn't
they
here.
got apartments here.
'Cause I remember that
knew
not
somebody
being
lived
there. For
Yeah,
some
all
reason.
of this wasn't here.
It was like dirt, wasn't it?
Yep,
Yeah.
yep. And this was like our grandma. Look, I'm giving y'all all kind of history. When our grandma and them used to go across these trolley tracks that go all the way through San Diego, they would put their hand on the ceiling like 4 fingers.
Yeah.
I'm like, why?
Yeah.
And then I found out later it was due to the police used to be so crazy out here, which they still are. What they did was they would get somebody from one side.
Oh, drop them off in
and
another
then drop them
neighborhood?
off in a rival hood.
Yeah.
And people was getting killed on them trolley
That's
tracks.
horrible.
So it was a way to pay homage. Everybody to that
happening.
to the.
Dang.
This was not here.
This definitely
This was a
wasn't
gas
here.
station. That gas station was.
Wait, this was not here.
For a fact, this wasn't
Whoa,
here.
Remember that was the
that's
club
not
y'all used to
old.
go to.
Yep,
Sex.
they used to be,
What?
Yep, they used to be the club.
Look at the motorcycle guys outside.
Yep, I see.
They
That's
deep.
funny.
Oh, this must be their
Dang, they
motorcycle.
deep.
Goodness.
They outside.
What motorcycle club is
They
that?
was real deep.
They was
They've
dead.
been there a long time.
They had to
I haven't
be.
been here
Yeah,
in
they've
so
been
long.
there a long time in that spot.
That is,
They
they gonna
just-
give you anything you want. I don't
liquor
know-
store?
Yeah, I don't know if they still own it
Mm-hmm.
because my dad lived on this side of town.
I think I remember you saying that.
Yep.
At one
So
point.
I always, every time I see that store, I think about that. He's like, anything you want, just tell them who your daddy is. Them is my partners. They gonna give you anything you want. I never did it. I should have. That one? You see, there was no fence right there.
Yeah, the tree was just like that one. It was right here. But it had a huge trunk like right there. And she was like,
Oh, right there.
and she'll just sit there. And then me and Jazzy have to go get her. Well, Jazzy went to go get her. I sat at the bottom. How did they even get up there? I don't know.
Nani's balance was crazy.
And she'll jump on top of the clubhouse. And they used to put their foot, and I don't know, it's too short. So they'll stand on this branch, they'll put their foot right here, and then they'll jump up there like that.
Wait, you were supposed to put your foot on the ground.
They were little. They were like toddlers.
And one time I did it, and I got up there, and then Nani and Jazzy just jumped down. So I started crying. I couldn't get down. You know what? There was palm trees right here.
This is where it all began. This is how I had these two babies.
Sneaking to this house.
Don't ditch and sneak to boys' houses.
Because you get kids.
Because you gonna get kids.
kids.
Those two kids. Something right. Yeah, it was a tree right here. Yeah.
It's like 3 or 4.
There was trees right there.
Something happened.
Look at all the ice plants. We used to slide, not in her yard, but we used to slide down those on a cardboard in the ghetto.
That's hilarious.
We did.
I never thought of that.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
We used to write on the concrete or like skin it with a stick or something, and then just like make it potions of it. Man.